Hello everyone. We have stopped in previous time from nucleus. Nucleus having just like these characteristics and having nuclear envelope, nucleolus, nucleoplasm, and chromatin. So this is structure is nucleus. This structure nucleus. This is nuclear envelope. This one is nuclear envelope. This is nucleolus. Nucleolus. This structure is known as chromatin. This structure is chromatin. This is outer nuclear membrane. This is inner nuclear membrane. This is ribosomes attached to it, and chromosomes are found within this. And this is all about the nucleus. All about the nucleus. So nucleoplasm is found between this nucleus and nuclear membrane, and this is cytoplasm. So outside to the nucleus there is cytoplasm. The junction between this and this is known as nuclear membrane. So next, this is membrane, plasma membrane. So this is phospholipid bilayer. This is head, this is tail. So this integral protein, this is peripheral protein. We have last time. And now this is all about the cell. Now we have started. Now we are starting the tissues of the human body. So similar cells, cells which have similar function and similar structure will give us tissue in the human body. So cells of the human body do not operate independently of one another. Instead, related cells live, or associated cells live and work together in the cell communities. This cell community is known as tissue. These cell communities are known as tissue. Tissue is a group of cells of similar structure that usually have common origin or common function. So cells which have similar structure, which have common origin, common function, in group is known as tissue. The science that deals with the study of tissues is termed as histology. The science which deals with the study of cells is known as cytology. But tissue is, in case of tissue, we can say histology. Classification of tissues. Body tissues can be classified into 4 principal types according to their function and structure. All organs built of these 4 tissues, which have consistent characteristics and arrangement from one organ to the other organ. So we do have 4 types of tissues, very principal tissues based on function structure. One is epithelial tissue, used for covering. The other is connective tissue, used for support. The other is muscle tissue, which is help us for movement. And the 4th type of tissue is known as nervous tissue, used as to control, coordinate, and facilitate our body movement or our body. So we do have 4 principal tissues in the human body. So let us see the first type of tissue is known as, from the 4, the one is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is a sheet of cells that covers a body surface or lines body cavity. With minor exceptions, all of the outer and inner surface of the body are covered by epithelium. Example: skin, inner lining of all hollow viscera such as stomach, respiratory tube, lining of all body vessels are examples of epithelial tissue. Next is a very important section is special characteristics of epithelium. Epithelium are composed of almost entirely of cells. These cells are separated by minimal amount of extracellular matrix. So it's known as cellularity because of having epithelium has many cells, which is given the name cellularity. So in the case of epithelium or tissue, in the case of epithelial tissue, there is more cells but small or minimal amount of extra matrix. So this is characteristics known as cellularity. The second one is supported by connective tissue. The other one is avascular but innervated. There is innervation. There have epithelium has nerve supply, but there is no blood vessel supply. Yeah, it means as avascular. Have a high regenerative